Hello and welcome back to Investing for Generations, your channel for high quality stock research for long term value investors. And first of all, I want to say thank you to my first 400 subscribers. We just reached this mark yesterday, and I'm so happy about that. And I want to say big thank you to all of you who follow me already and want to ask the new people here on the channel just to ring the notification bell and subscribe to the channel if you find any value on our videos, and then just go together this journey for long-term value investors. Thank you. And today I want to talk about Workhorse because the horse took off yesterday and jumped up 13%, and I want to talk about the reasons for this big jump and if it's maybe a good idea to jump the train. First of all, it was a crazy week for Workhorse because on Thursday the Fuzzy Panda Research just published an article about Workhorse, where they say you should short sell the company because a lot of things go wrong. There are a lot of points in this report, just noise. It sounds to me like a lot of trash. One point was that some YouTubers also get paid by Workhorse just to publish very positive videos on YouTube about the company. I don't know, this not look very serious to me, so I don't want to waste any time on that. I mean, you never know, maybe they are right with some of these points. It reminds a little bit of the Hindenburg report of Nicola a few weeks ago, but I don't know. For me, it feels not very professional, and so I don't want to waste any more time on that. And then yesterday, Roth Capital just published a report, and it say Workhorse is the best fit to win the USPS contract. Roth Capital Partners says in a note covered on thefly.com today. And indeed, because Workhorse is the only company in the three teams of bidders offering a fully electric delivery truck, it would appear to be the best aligned to reduce future costs for the postal service and make future fuel costs more predictable as well. What's more, the contract in question, long believed to be worth in the neighborhood of 6 billion, could actually end up paying 8.1 billion in tax paper money to the winners, the Fly says. And even more important, the USPS is expected to announce its winner or winners on October 13th. So next week, next Tuesday. I mean, all of the Workhorse investors waiting for this date a long time, and a lot of them just invest because of that. And for me, this is a questionable investment strategy after all, because first of all, it's just one contract, of course a big one, and it would be a game changer for the business of Workhorse if they can get the whole contract or even a lot of that. But of course, this is just one, and this just say nothing about the long-term future of Workhorse. And also for me, it's very unlikely that Workhorse will get the whole contract. I think it's very likely they get a part of it. And the question for me is just how big will be this part? After all my experiences with big contracts, big government contracts, it's not very often that one company get all of it. So, but who knows? We will see. Maybe we will see next week. I'm even not so sure about that. All of that also seems a little bit like a guess to me. And of course, even if Workhorse get the whole contract or part of it or whatever, the question becomes what is already priced in 2.8 billion market capitalization right now, and how big is the possible upside. And if we look to a best case scenario, I want to come back to a video I made last week about Workhorse and an article about the future possibilities for the niche where Workhorse is in. And there on the investor place, there was an article, and I just go to read this again. Given that the last mile delivery market is in oligopoly and that all of the major players will electrify sooner rather than later, it is quite likely that nearly 100% of the 350,000 delivery van market in the US is electric by 2030. If Workhorse naps just 10% of that market at $75,000 average prices and a 15% operating margins, then my modeling suggests that net profit should round out to 300 million by 2030. A 20x multiply on the implies a potential future valuation of 6 billion, more than double today's market cap of 2.7 billion. But let's say Workhorse naps 20% market share, then we are talking 600 million in 2030 net profits and a future valuation of 12 billion, up more than fourfold from the Workhorse stock price today. Either way, there's still plenty of fuel in the tank. And as I also mentioned last week in my video, this is of course a guess. And even if we take the best case scenario and that they get 20% of the market shares and go to 600 million in net profits in 2030, so over 10 years, then we would have a market capitalization of 12 billion. This sounds incredible high, but over 10 years, 4 times your money, it's a yearly return of 16.5%. And all of this is uncertain. This is a guess, this is a best case scenario, and so for me there's still high risk with a lot of uncertainty and a not super big return, I would say, with 16.5%. Of course this is a lot, and over long term, like 10 years, of course, even so. But because there is so much also priced in right now with the 2.8 billion market capitalization right now, the future return is not that big, or the future expected return is not that big, even in the best case scenario. In my view, I would say, of course, if you bought in very early, maybe in the single digit area or around $10, just stick with it, just ride the horse as long as possible. But as a new investor who think about to invest right now, newly in Workhorse, I would say stay away. It's too risky with too much of uncertainty, and the reality so far with Workhorse until now is they never made a penny, and nobody knows really what happened to the USPS contract. I never was invested in Workhorse, and I will not at these prices, because the upside or the potential upside is not big enough even in the best case scenario. And that's it for today. If you liked the video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to never miss another video. And then we will see you next time with another analysis of another stock. So see you then, take care, bye bye.